Oops, I forgot I was live, so you can see when I'm clicking between different windows. Um, so today, um, Mom's not here yet. She said she would let me know when she is. So, in the interest of filling that time, I was going to play some Dyson Sphere program, run a, this isn't capturing audio. I'm gonna just load up one of the games I've been playing already, just so that we've got that going. But yeah, we will be ready here shortly. Ah, that's why that was wrong. Okay, so this should actually be, what is it? This one? Probably. This one? That's gonna be the one that's gonna... Yeah, I guess what I could do is I could loop the game and make sure that that's working as intended. Yeah, that's the one I want. Alright. I'm probably not going to say much until if no one shows up in chat. And the reason for that being that I'm not the most comfortable being on stream. I guess it's not that I'm uncomfortable being on stream, but it's just sort of like not necessarily having like a lot to say. Like I could talk about the game, but it's a lot easier to do this sort of stuff when there's like somebody who's listening, I guess, having an actual conversation. So that is kind of where we're going to be at. see if I can get one of this stuff to go back to my first planet. Or, well... Okay, what I want to do is I want to conquer the third planet in this system. That's the one here. And my biggest problem with it is there are 6 planetary bases there. So we're going to pick somewhere to land, and we're going to slowly expand from there. And all I need is copper and titanium ore, and I can create an infinite amount of ammunition. So let's go about doing that. And we'll eventually send rockets and stuff over as well. We're going to start with boss turrets. Can make high explosive shell sets as well. Alright, so let's see, what all do I have here? This is sort of production stuff. Alright, so I think... Oh... 4...
Flight mode. Cruise mode.
Land. Laser turrets, signal towers, battlefield analysis bases. Actually might need the splitters. Okay. What is the thing that I'm not producing enough of?
Flight
not producing enough energetic graphite. It's the thing I should be producing enough of. I need 1 per second, 2 per second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Insufficient materials. Light mode. Light mode.
So grab that from my factory. Alright.
Light mode.
So one of the reasons I'm trying to capture that planet that has so many enemies on it is because of the I want to use that space to just simply have more I just want more space to build things. Those produce one every 2 seconds, so that should be enough. Output all of that, then that should finish my plastic production. Need 2 plastic every 6 seconds, which is 1 every 3, which this produces 1 every 3, so that's enough for that, so that's perfect. Okay.
Light mode.
Alright, so I've got lasers and stuff. So what I need now is the other kinds of weaponry. That is boss turrets. Don't want missile turrets, and I'm not building enough implosion cannons, so that is going to be it for now. Grab some more laser turrets. Let's go deal with this problem I have. Alright.
Light mode. Cruise mode.
Wait, hold on. missed a couple of other things that I would need.
Cruise ended. Flight mode. Flight mode.
Is it that I said I was going to need over here? Something, things and stuff.
Flight mode. Flight mode.
Steel. That'll help.
Upgrade complete.
That'll help too. There we go. And three factories that needed steel that just simply weren't getting them because I had the wrong filters set up. Alright, that'll help out quite a bit. Alright, now the thing that I need is I need these. And I need these.
Flight mode.
Let's power back up, and we'll be good to go.
Flight mode. Cruise mode.
There was a gas planet in my way, but because it was eclipsing the sun, couldn't see it. Wait, I think what I want to do is I want to go to deficit 2 first. The reason for that is I can set up a transport for some copper ore to head over there.
Cruise ended.
Because, with the right buttons, I'm going to need copper and silicon ore. I just get lots of the
Flight mode.
fancy stuff. I'll recharge once I get over this way. Go, fully recharged. Alright, so I've got some copper ore and some, or copper ingots and iron ingots just sitting here. So what I think I want to do is, since the production's happening over this way, we're just mining it from the enemy base at the moment. What I'm going to do is we're going to set up another planetary logistics station. Here. And this is iron. Cut that off about there-ish. Iron, and it's going to need supply.
Flight mode.
And then we make this clear silicon, make this iron. This can output iron. Yeah, and we're supplying copper, so that's good. What I'm wanting that to do, I don't need it to do these things. That should be 6 per second, and this is a 6 per second belt. Why would this be? Oh, it's because I'm low power at the moment. That anymore.
Flight mode.
Alright, and this is doing iron. It's also going to do silicon, which I'm already doing silicon, so maybe this doesn't need to do silicon. But I am going to want this to do copper. One's doing titanium, so I don't need to do titanium. I can just have this output copper over here. There we go. Just to speed this up a little bit.
Upgrade complete.
The freighter, that's already queued, so let's do any fusion. That one. Yep, alright. Okay. Alright, so now we just go power up, and then we're going to head over to Dubs 1, and we're going to see what we can do to get set up to take control of that planet.
Flight mode. Cruise mode.
Alright, there we go. I have somebody watching. Don't forget to say hi. Well, I guess it is entirely possible that that's just another copy of me.
Cruise ended.
Alright, now we've landed here. Let's figure out where I want to actually set up to defend this place. Guess I probably want to set up where I tried setting up previously. Which is going to be over here. Guess I'm not too far from where I was. You can see I've placed some things down. Foundations. So now we'll find. Oops. Later. It'll be this place for right here. That's where we're going to place some power plants. Alright. Alright, They're attacking me, so we're just gonna deal with that real quick. Try to pick up anything they dropped. Okay. Let's pull back just a teensy bit. I'm going to start with signal tower. Alright, looks like it's going to be a little too close. Let's try putting that signal tower here. Taking up a lot of power just for that, so we're going to wait on that. We're going to get a battlefield analysis base set up. This is going to just handle keeping my defenses alive. Alright, and first things first, we're going to surround this with laser turrets. Just so I don't have to worry about ammunition at the moment. We're going to get some more power plants set up. And to do that, we're going to go this way. Okay, so that's a decent amount of power to start out. Eventually I'll want to swap that to solar power, but for now it is working just fine. So then the next thing I want to do is I want to get some production set up for some ammunition. So I want to get this to 1 per second, and that's going to require either a level 1, two level 1 assemblers, which is what I have. So let's get that set up. And then this is going to require 3/4. Well, half of 3/4 is 3/8, so I'm going to need a total of 5. So let's get that set up. Although to get one of these per second, I need... well, just one of the other ones per second. So let's get about 6 of these set up. Alright, and these are going to be... actually, let's get these ones to be the titanium ones, because they're going to be closer to the front line. Transport. Burn that down as much as I can. And let's get some copper ingots demanded. I guess one other thing I should do is set up a box, just so I have a place to put things. That box right here. That's going to be those things for now. little box. It's gonna have missile turrets, big things. So about that for now. Alright. As long as I can stay alive for the moment. Alright. Exit number 1 is going to be copper ore, or copper ingots. And I need 3 copper ingots per second. So it's going to be one of these. Then these are going to be output. These need titanium ingots, so let's get some titanium ingots in here as well. And actually, this should probably be the titanium ingots. Alright, so we're going to get titanium ingots, and I need 2 per second. I guess it's actually 1 per second, so that's just going to be doot, and doot, and doot, and we're done there. And then demand. And this is going to be 1 per second. Actually, 3/4. So I need level 2. This needs them 1 every half second. Which is fine. Alright. Then got this right here. Let's get some fences set up.
You've built a Gauss turret. This is a defense facility. It consumes ammo and energy to strike enemies within its range. You can either directly build Gauss turrets on conveyor belts that are built on the ground, or use conveyor belts to string Gauss turrets together.
go. Second. Okay. That should get all of that set up, so let's keep plugging in. Well, hold on. Before I do that, I want to also have iron and silicon, or manganese. And we're going to get 2 factories set up. So the second one here is going to be a building. It's going to be solar panels, and the second one is going to be circuit boards, because this needs circuit boards. So we're just going to transfer circuit boards directly over, and then we're going to have high purity silicon from here, and this one is going to also be copper ore. Or copper ingots, rather. And then I need some iron ingots. Oop. Okay, apparently that is pulling from the valve. So, we're just going to let that happen. And then once this finishes a solar panel, I'm going to have it output onto here. Some solar panels. Unit of 1. Alright, so now let's get some power getting done. Actually, before I do that, we are going to take here. How many? What do I need for a solar panel? I need lots of stuff, actually. Okay, well, in that case, we're going to pull 100. Those, and 50 of these. 50 iron. $25 copper. Perfect. That should be able to buy 10 of those.
Flight mode.
And what we're going to do is we're going to ring around the planet with wind turbines and solar panels.
Replication complete.
And the planet, well, the sun rises in the west on this planet because it orbits counterclockwise from what we're used to here on Earth. So which direction do I want to go? I guess I want to go west because that's where the sun should end up. This is north. Never eats. I guess I'm going backwards here. I actually want to move this way. This is where the sun should be rising. Yep. Okay, now, because of the iron veins here, I want to move one step north to go around the iron veins. There's these rocks in the way that I want to mine instead of letting the wind turbines remove them for me. When I get a chance, I also want to go one step around to the south. So I'd like to triple layer this ring around the planet. Subset 2 is a different planet than the one I'm on. I am protected there, so we're going to ignore that warning for the moment. We just need to continue building power, so that way our production is not going to be interrupted by angry von Neumann machines. Iron's one more. copper one? Yeah, it is. Silicon is not. It's too.
Insufficient materials.
Thought they were all true. Decent. I guess I actually do want to go east instead of west. The reason being that way I'll stay in the sun longer, which will help me more easily see the things that are on the ground here. Although, unfortunately, it will also mean I'll stay in the dark, but I'll survive. I'm going to take my time and mine all of this rock here. I'll also give them little bits of smaller materials. Alright, I have now run out of power, or at least power plants. So hopefully, when I go back up here, there will be some more solar power plants for me. There's 21 here, that's nice. We can plug in some stuff in here, plug in some iron ore there, and maybe can't plug in some more titanium or ingots there, but I can plug them into the ammunition factories over here, and it does look like all of my turrets are fully armed, and the belt is full. So one thing that I think I'm going to do here is we are going to set up a reserve. Ten, maybe? So that should be in and out. I guess one thing I can do is I can actually move this here. that in. There we go. That makes things a lot easier. And that'll give me some reserve here. Alright, and the enemies are going to start trying to make their way towards me. So let's get some more power going.
Flight mode.
Station part. Oh, that's what I was missing. Oop. Close that in, and we're good. Alright. Alright, we have one of those, and we can plug in some more solar panel power. I guess that's actually wind power there. Alright, I got it a boot. If I alt tab, and it still shows that, so it's there. Some nice rare materials here. This grading crystal is useful for some fancy stuff. That's going to be these photon combiners. I think there's a few other things we can use that for. Research. Let's get that research done as well. Do that. Do that. Requires purple. Cube. This is going to be next. Alright, now we got some solar.
Launching an assault.
Alright, so let's go deal with that real quick.
Building destroyed. Building destroyed.
Got a mess going on over here. Pause for a second. Alright. So it looks like we're going to be doing some Sudoku tonight after all. So Mom's getting her computer set up, and all we gotta do is just wait for this assault to end. Looks like it's gonna do here shortly, and we're gonna hit a few more enemies here. I guess we're gonna go ahead and save here. Shouldn't be a huge problem. Not sure where all the litter is. It's probably on a different planet. Now,
Dark fog clusters launching an assault.
I saved, so we'll deal with that when we get to it. So, let's switch over to Sudoku. And then when Mum is ready, we will get going there. I'm going to go ahead and mute the game sound. May have popped off a little early, but it looks like Discord needs a bit of an update from Mum. But it shouldn't take too long, but it'll take her a little bit longer than it would take me. Alright, and there's Mama. Mama!
Robert, oh, I forgot to mute the. Hang on a sec. I forgot to mute this. There we go.
Alright. Let me share my screen, because that's pretty important if we're gonna do Sudoku stuff
Do
together.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, I was playing some Dyson Sphere program for that was pretty fun. But yeah, anyway, so now we've got time for some Sudoku. We've got about 40 minutes, but we might be able to get through two. These should be some pretty short puzzles that were on Cracking the Cryptic. So we've got Pressure Zone by Rift Clown up first. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 through 9 in each row, column, and box without repetition. Thermos. Digits on gray thermos must increase from the bulb to the tip. And that is all of the rules. So let's see how this works. Got a lot of multiple thermos here where they branch in random places. So I guess maybe we go ahead and just simply start with this one at the top, because that seems pretty promising. It can't be a 1 to start out. But how many digits must be strictly greater than this 2? All 3 of these, and I think both of those as well. All 5 of those.
Yeah.
I don't think I can have any duplicates, because all 4 of these have to be different, and they all have to be bigger than that one. So...
Right, and neither one can end with 9, so neither one of those elbows there at the top can be an 8.
Right. So that would be 8 and 7, 6 and 5, and you could have the biggest digit here as a 4, so this could be a 3, or this could be a 3. You could have 4s here, and then this could end up with being a 6 at the end of there. if I'm looking at
Yeah.
that correctly, and then this 5 takes the 5 out of that one. So, let's see, that would be 3, 4, and 6, 7, 8, and 9. So, 6, 7, 8, 4, 6, 7. So maybe we do the same thing with this one.
Yeah.
So all 5 of those have to be different, and they all have to be different. All have to be greater than this one. So that's a total of 6. This must be greater than. So
Well, that has to be.
or less than rather.
Oh no, because 1 could be at the top of that column, but in that column, that entire column, 1 can't go in box 5, and it can't be on the thermo. So 1 is one of those 2 spots in that column.
Yeah. And it's actually one of these 2 spots in box 2.
And there's another box or cell that it could be in box 8. So it's just an X-wing, not that that matters because
Yeah. 6 digits, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So the biggest this can be is a 3, but it can't be a 3. So this is a 1 or a 2. This would be 2, 3, 4, 5. It has to have 5 bigger, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This would be, that's max 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
well, could 4.
Right. 4, 5. This one's not a 5. And then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But this one can't be 5, 6, or 9. This one can't be an 8. So this one can't be an 8. And I just realized that one of these could be a 7. It could go 7, 8 this way.
Yeah.
But since there's still 4 more that have to be bigger than this one is max 5. 5 over here on the right takes that 5 away.
Right.
But I think 1, 2, 3, and 4 is a quad there. So that makes that a 1. And this has to be 5. We've got a 2, 3, 4 triple there. And these can't be smaller than 5. So 6, 7, 8, 9 quad. Oh, 9 in box 2 is right here, because it couldn't have been on the elbows. Which actually places, oh, it doesn't. 9 in one of these 2 positions. And actually, I think this has to be a 9-4 pair. Because where's the 4 in here? Well, it can't be in the middle because of the 2, 3, 4 triple. And now the 9 is also there. So I think this has to be 9 and 4. 2, 3? Yeah, because they have to be strictly greater than.
Right. Well, in box 8, the center row, the first 2, yeah, the first one in the center, one of those 2 has to be the 3.
Which is gonna follow through to the over here in box 9. Let's see, where is the 9 in here? It can't be here, here, or there. It can't be on the
left.
It can't be
There's
here.
a
Right, the
9
9
in
there.
columns 4 and
These
5, so it
two
has to be in column 6.
had to be here. Yeah. And then this is the 9 in box 9. And where can I put a 9 in box 6? Has to go here, here in box 4. And I think that's all the 9s. Yeah.
Yeah, column 6 has 5, 6, 7, 8 left.
5.
And the elbow
and
can't be an 8.
6, 7, triple, or 5, 6, 7, triple, where the 5 is one of those two, but that's already clear. Here's the 1 in this box. It's not here. It's not here, and it can't be there, so that's a 1. 1 is one of those two. Got one here, so it has to be there.
Yeah.
Box 7, you got 1 in one of these two positions, and it's not in the top row, and it's not a 6, so it just sort of goes around the bend there. Well, I need a 2 here, but you can't put a 2. You can't put a 2 here ever, and you can only put a 2 here if there was a 1 here. But the 1's there, so that's a 2.
Okay. In continuing across row 5 on the into box 6 there, that 1, it sees 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6 in the second spot. Yeah, see that sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's a 9, so that has to be a 7 and an 8
and a 6 here. Doesn't follow there, and we haven't done any placements there. 3 and 5 are what's left, right?
Yeah.
4, 6, 7, and 8. This one's not an 8. Well, actually, what's the minimum here? A 4? 5. Well, not a 5, a 6. So this has to be 7, 6, and this is 4 or 5. 8, 7, not a 7. Not 7 or 8. These two can't be an 8, so that is. That's not a 7. 4, 6 is going to leave a 5 over there. We need
2, 4, and 6.
And this is an 8, so that's not a 7.
The thermo in box 6 that goes up on the left-hand side, that can't be a 6 above it because it goes to 5 or 6.
So that's going to put the 6 here because the 2, 4 pair. And 6 is one of those two. This has to be 5, 6, or 7. Well, 5 and 6 means that's 7. 6, 8, 7. 5, 7, 8. 6, 4, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Column 3 needs a 7.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and only one that's available is 4. I don't see 2.
2 and 5.
And the 5's already in box 7. I don't see 2, 3, or 8. So 8's here, 2's there, 3's there. 1, 4, and 7. 4, 7, 1. 1's out, 1's there, that's not. This looks like it's a 6 now. What's missing the top row? A 2. And I was about to say 9, but we finished 9 a long time ago. I don't see 3.
3 and 7.
No, the 7 can't be there, so can't put a 4 before a 3. 3's here. I don't see a 2, a 4, or an
8.
And that is done. Easy day. And I just realized I didn't click record. Go ahead and hit start recording for the last one. So we still have 30 minutes. Rat Run 1 Primer by Marty Sears. Normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply. Aim of experiment. Thinks the rat must reach the cupcake by finding a path through the maze. The path will be a snaking line that passes through the centers of cells, without visiting any cell more than once, crossing itself, or passing through any thick maze walls. As well as moving orthogonally, Thinks may move diagonally if there's a 2x2 space in which to do so, but may never pass diagonally through the rounded end/corner of a wall. Test constraint. In this experiment, any two adjacent cells along the path must sum to a prime number. Also, all digits within a marked 3x2 Sudoku box that lie anywhere on the correct path must sum to a prime number too, or as well. Okay. That is interesting. We're going from here to there, and the only places we can go diagonally are in this box down here. And I guess we also have this area here. Well, we know we start here and we have to go down. So these two sum to a prime number. And the biggest we can make them be is 11. So,
let me read that part about the prime numbers again, please. If you'll scroll on the... Well, that works too. Okay, two adjacent.
Yeah. But
all digits
also,
within a marked 3x2 Sudoku box that lie anywhere on the correct path must sum to a prime number too. Okay.
Yeah. Now, 1 through 6 is 21. Correct?
Right, so it cannot use that entire box.
So, because it would have to use the entire box, we're going to have to move to the right. So, let's make our path here in blue, shall we?
That's fine.
Now, we also can't take this entire box. So, we're going to have to leave this box somehow, and it's going to have to be through these two and move downwards. And then it's going to have to come all the way over here. But now we're going to end up using that entire box. Because we can't go diagonally. So instead, how about we go here, and then we end up going diagonally, and go around this way, which allows us to avoid using an entire box.
Right.
Which means we can go here, and now we can have an interesting path if we want. So perhaps I should actually draw this in a gray mousy line.
Well, we know the cupcake itself and the one directly to the left of it.
Let's switch to a gray mousy line instead of blue coloring. Now,
and they're on the right. Either way, it has to pass down from box 2 to box 4. Yeah.
Right. Now, clearly 21 must be able to subtract to a prime number without one digit. So it's not 20. It could be 19. 21 minus 6 is 15. So it has to be a prime that's bigger than 15, because 15 is composite. Which is going to be 17 or 19.
Right.
So these two are either 2 for 19 or 4. Now, they don't have to be the same. And if we go up and around, that would make this a 2 or a 4.
Right. But if it goes straight across,
then we end up with 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, or 20.
Well, 15 is going to be the highest you can go. 654.
Right.
So it's going to have to be less than 15. So with 13 or 11, or 7.
And any two adjacent cells along the correct path must sum to a prime number. Well, 6 could be next to 1 or 5. 5 could be next to 6 or 2. 4 could be next to 3. And that's it. Because you can't get... It has to be larger than 4. Oh, I guess it could be next to 1, because 5's prime. So 1 or 5, or 1 or 3. A 3 could be next to a 2, or a 4. Okay, so all of the digits have possibilities. I don't think restricts these two in the middle that much.
Alright, well, 1 has to be next to even. But we already knew that. 2, 4, or 6.
Right.
2.
Do they always have to go odd even? Because the only even... Oh, I guess these could be a pair of 1s.
Oh, yeah.
because they're in different boxes.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it goes odd even. Because inside of the box, it's going to go odd even. And I know these have to be even. So, because this has to go odd, even, odd, even, odd, we know that these are all odd, and these must be even. But we also know that these have to be odd, and these have to be even for the exact same reason. And this is going to have to be even. Because the only way you can make an even prime is if it's two ones that sum to 2. All other primes are odd, therefore they must be the sum of an odd and an even digit. And then 1 can be paired with 2, or 4, or 6. To be 3, 5, or 7, respectively.
Right. Now, 3 cannot go to 6.
Ah, so that just simply
9 is not
removes
prime.
3. So this ends up being a 5 in both cases and a 3 there. So this isn't a 6, and so that is. And 4 and 5 is 9, so that's a 2, that's a 4, that's a 4, and that's a 2. And that's 5, so we have to do 4 for 7. Again, 4 for 7, because this has to be even.
Well, then you can finish off the 4s.
For here and here, then? Okay. Regardless of how we go around in box 2, odd, even, or odd, even, odd, even. This is an even digit, an odd digit, and an even digit. And this is odd regardless of whether it goes through it or if it goes around it.
Right.
Because if it goes through, it obviously has to be odd. And if it goes around, well, this has to be our even digit. So we go even, odd, and I run out of evens.
So, column 5, the top one, the first cell has to be even, and it's 2.
Not necessarily.
It's these 4 and 6 in the column.
But that's
right.
If it goes across this way, this can still be 1 or 3.
Right.
I think. Now, because there can be some shenanigans with diagonals in here, I don't know if we know exactly what this has to be. Because if I go diagonally like that, it would be different than if I went 1 there.
Right.
So yeah, if it had to be orthogonal, we would know what this is. But because it isn't, we don't. And 4 can go to both 1 and 3, and so can 2.
But 6 can only go to 1.
Right. And we make that a 5.
Well, that is 3 or 5. It can't be 1 because it sees it in the column.
Right. Wait a second. If this went around, this would have to be an even digit left over.
Oh, right.
So it has to go through.
Forgot about that.
So we're close to knowing the whole path. Okay, if we imagine that there are no diagonals in this region, there probably are, but if we thought there weren't, odd, even, this would end up being a 2. Is there a reason it can't be a 2? I mean, probably, but I just can't think of it.
If that is a 2, and we're saying it goes straight across.
Or that it, like, bends around down.
Okay, well, no diagonals then. If that's a 2, connects to an odd, connects to an even, which would have to be 2 or 6, right there.
Yeah, so it would be a 6.
6 cannot connect to 3. One or 5.
So that would be a 5.
3 or 5.
So then
Yeah,
it
that
could
would
go
have to be
down.
5.
Excuse me. Okay, if this was a 6, how would these two work? Because this can neither be 2 or 3. And 6 can't be next to a 3.
So those would be 1 and 5. But
And we'd
3
have
could be
both
there.
2 and 3 here then, wouldn't we? Because
right.
the 2, right? So this is a 2.
Right.
And because this can't be a 6, this is a 6. And because this is in the same box, that's a 2.
And that's a 1 or a 3, it sees 5.
3, 1, 5. And you can't connect there.
Well, column 2 needs a 1 and a 2. And 4 can't go down, so it has to go to... Oh, no,
it
it
goes
can go
to the
diagonally.
1. Yeah. This ends up being a 2. So 1, 2, 1. Next to the 1.
Column 3 is 3 and 6.
3, 5, 6.
And 1 would have to connect to 6.
Yes.
Well, one can be placed in, yeah.
Alright, well, because this is odd, we know it doesn't connect to this one. It would just go straight across, or it's going to go down and up. Except
6 cannot. Okay, if the 3-5 that's in box 6.
Yeah. Oh, 6 can't touch 3.
If it goes down, it would have to go to 6 because 3 can't go to 3. 3 can't go to 6. It would have to be 5 to 6. But then, where would that go? It wouldn't have anywhere to go. So.
Yeah. Experiment completed successfully. Cells visited 20. Sphinx is already showing tenacity and increased cognitive abilities, ready to progress to a larger maze. Interesting. So we connect here. Our 3s are done, and our 6s are done, and this 5 is done. So that was a really interesting puzzle, the way that all worked together. Alright, we still have a few minutes, but it's probably not going to be enough to solve the next puzzle. So do we want to hit the stop button, or do we want to do a little bit?
I don't care either way for me.
I guess I do have a preference for doing them in one chunk rather than multiple.
Okay.
So I think that means we're going to hit the stop button there. So I can hit stop recording. But yeah, these puzzles were really good. I enjoyed both of those. This one was really interesting. So is Pressure Zone. That was really interesting. Both really. I think Pressure Zone was an easier puzzle than Rat Run. Go ahead.
Both really quick.
Yeah. Rat Run was pretty difficult, but it wasn't like overly difficult. Yeah, those were good puzzles. All right, then. So in that case, switch over here to talking. And yeah, so that would be it for today. Yeah, so tomorrow at normal time, do you think, Emma?
Yeah, tomorrow at normal time.
All right, then. That will be it for today. So I'm going to hit the stream end button. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. All those fancy YouTube engagement stuff. Share the video. And all of that is greatly appreciated. And then we will see you tomorrow. Or just whenever you decide to watch these streams. And have a good night.